Hey folks, Dave back here in Studio B. Got some more hockey coming tonight. It's the 77-78 Stanley Cup playoffs replay here on the channel that myself, Al Red Sox fan, and Uncle Ron Juckett are doing. And tonight we're going to be playing games 3 and 4 of the Canadiens and the Flyers from the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Montreal has a 2-0 lead in this series, so it could be wrapped up tonight. Otherwise, we got a Game 5 that we'll be sending back to Uncle Ron, and he'll be taking over Game 5 of this series if that does indeed get there. So without further ado, what do you say we get down to the rink and start the action up here? Here we go to right here. Hopefully that is going to be the one right there. All right. So Montreal at Philadelphia. I've already got the numbers ready for Game 3. This is Game 3. And we'll recalculate the numbers for Game 4 with the dice roll. That's one of my favorite part of shootout hockey is to calculate the offense and the defense, and that can vary a little bit by a degree or two or a letter or two, and that's what makes it fun because not every game is going to be the same rating. Okay, so what happened here? So in Game 1 in Montreal, it was all Montreal, 3-1 win over the Flyers to take a 1-0 series lead. In Game 2, a big 6-3 win for Montreal, and so after 2 games, it's been all Canadians. They're outscoring the Flyers 9-4 in the series. But we're here in the friendly confines of the Spectrum for the Flyers fans, and let's get going here. I do want to have my little caveat, though, before I get this going, is that, I may make mistakes in this game. I may, actually play some house rules in this game, and I may do a few other things. But all in all, I think you should have a pretty good idea on how shootout hockey is played. But I like to get that up front because people love to point out the mistakes in the game. So yes, there will be mistakes in this game. I guarantee it. It just kind of happens when you're streaming, is that your focus comes off the game and goes to the stream and you miss something. So anyway, so here we go. It's going to be first flip of the card here in the Spectrum. We're off and running, and we played 2 minutes here, or almost 2 minutes here at the Spectrum. Let's check for a scoring chance. And a 23 is going to be a chance for nobody. And we will play on as Big Polly shows up here for Game 3. Thanks for stopping by. 1, 2, 3 minutes off the clock. A couple quick games of shootout tonight to see what happens in the Montreal-Philadelphia series. Uh-oh, could be a penalty on the Flyers, and I bet you it will be. There's a lot of penalties on this team. I'd be shocked. Yeah, we got Y. We have a couple of X2s, so we're going to go Kindrachuk. So Kindrachuk will pick up a penalty here, and the Canadians will go on the man advantage. He's going to get a elbowing call, Mr. Kindrachuk. And so Montreal goes on the power play here to begin things here in Game 3. So 1 minute off the clock. We're going to flip the card here. A 94 shorthanded chance for the Flyers. So shorthanded chance. And who's going to get this chance here? It's going to be W. So Leach, Reggie Leach, my buddy Reggie Leach. Now I'm looking right here, top right corner under shorthanded blue line. I only flip one card for shorthanded because it's only going to be one result anyway. So Reggie Leach, shorthanded bid. Then he's turned aside by Ken Dryden. Nice save by the Montreal goalie. Up and we play on. So we got 1 minute off the clock here, 75. And that is a chance for nobody. And so the Flyers successfully kill off the penalty to Kindrachuk. Another minute off the clock here in the first period. And an 11 chance for the Canadians now. So Montreal, they move it into the Philadelphia zone. Guy Lafleur with it now. No chance of Guy at the Spectrum. I can tell you that right now. Guy Lafleur with it now. Guy Lafleur, from the slot. Lafleur moves in. Lafleur, it's going to be a save or not? Perrant needs a 5 to a 9. Perrant trying to make the save, and he does with a 5. Bernie Perrant comes up with the save, and he'll hang on, and he turns aside Guy Lafleur, who is all alone in the slot. No score here in the first period. 1 minute off the clock. And it's going to be a 30 now. Chance for neither team, so we'll check for time. Another minute off the clock, so we're halfway through the first period. Still no score. A 12, another chance for the Canadians. It is going to be G. This time it's going to be Risebrow. I think it's Doug Risebrow, isn't it? Risebrow from the slot again. Risebrow moving in on Perrant. Risebrow scores. Dougie Risebrow has put the Canadians up 1-0 here. Canadians in their red road jerseys. And they'll take a 1-0 lead. So Risebrow out there with D2. So Risebrow is his own center. And anybody else, Savard, Serge Savard. So going to give this one to Doug Risebrow from Serge Savard. And it's going to be an even strength goal. And that will be a 1-0 lead for the Habitants. And now we get the face-off 1 minute off the clock. And we check for a scoring chance. It's going to be a chance for the Flyers. Oh, I didn't change this to Philadelphia. Stupid Dave. Let me just change it to Philly real quick. Wow. That was, I didn't catch that. Ooh, that was, because I had this set up actually for the Canadians in the Lightning there. So, good thing I caught that. That was a grievous error. All right, so a chance for the Philadelphia Flyers, I should say, in this game now that I've got that corrected. And let's see who's going to get the chance to tie the game. It's going to be Billy Barber. Barber from the blue line. Barber's long shot turned aside by Dryden. It's going to be tough to beat Dryden tonight. 3 minutes off the clock. And down around 6 minutes to play. 79. Nope, no chance for either team on this one here. 2 minutes off the clock. And an 18. Chance for the Canadians. Can they go up 2-0? It's going to be Jay. It's going to be LaRouche with the puck. LaRouche in the Flyer zone from the blue line. His long shot from the blue line. He scores! LaRouche beats Parent from the outside. A bad goal on Bernie Parent. And the Canadians take a 2-0 lead. So LaRouche gets the goal from nobody. And anybody else here? Nope, that's it. Just LaRouche. So unassisted goal by Pierre LaRouche. They're all either Pierre or Yvonne, aren't they? Just saying. It's going to be even strength goal. So 2-0 for the Canadians here. Uh-oh. What do I need to do? LaRouche. Click here if unassisted. How about that? All right. I have not assigned a goal scorer. Pierre LaRouche, right? Pierre LaRouche. What am I doing wrong here? How about that? Well, that was weird. And Bruce Blomgren shows up here in Philadelphia tonight to check out Game 3 and 4 of the Canadians and the Flyers. Bruce, this is actually my favorite hockey game. This is a game called Shootout Hockey, and you can play it in about maybe 15 minutes. And it's really fast playing. It's really fun, and it's got to be one of my favorite games. And this little helper it's free, which is great, because usually you play the game with cards and dice on the table, but the helper you can play on the computer for free. It's really fun. You still got to pay for the game, but you can put it into the helper. So a lot of fun. I should show you some of these games, especially that golf game I got. That's really fun. Not Action PC, Inside the Cup. Staying away from Action PC golf. Too frustrating. 3 minutes off the clock, so we're down to the final minute of play here in Philadelphia. A 63. Wait, did I screw that up? That was that was a goal by LaRouche. That's my bad. Goal by LaRouche. 63 is a chance for nobody here. Pretty sure I played that right. And that'll end the period. So we go to the second period. Montreal 2 and the Flyers nothing. I didn't know if I screwed up a Philadelphia scoring chance. I don't think I did. All right, so we kick off the second period here. Montreal, Philadelphia, 77-78 semifinals here. Montreal leads the series 2-0, trying to go up 3-0 here. So we got 3 minutes off the clock. So your first thing to do is you flip for time. 1, 2, 3. 3 minutes off the clock. Now we check for a scoring chance. A 34, that is not in anybody's range because nobody's on the power play. And we flip for time again. Another minute off the clock. 6, that'll be a chance for Montreal. So who's going to get the chance? Who is going to be H? H is Yvon Lambert. Yvon Lambert has the puck in the Flyer zone. Where is he shooting from? He's shooting from the blue line. So another long shot here on Perron. Lambert, long shot on Perron. He's got to make the save again. I need a 5 to a 9. Can Perron make the save? Yes, he does with an 8. So Perron getting the save this time on Lambert. And we play on. 3 minutes off the clock. We check for a scoring chance. 35. That is not a chance for either team. 2 more minutes off the clock here. Almost halfway through the game. 20. 1-19. Montreal just missed a scoring chance. We'll check for time. 1, 2, 3. And now 35. That is not to be a chance by anybody. So we check for time again. 1 more minute off the clock. And 22. Montreal just missed a scoring chance again. Canadians still lead this one 2-0. 2 minutes off the clock. And we flip a card now. 67. That's not going to be a chance for either team. So been a pretty clean game so far. No minutes off the clock. So we flip again. And an 81, oh, almost for Philadelphia. They needed 84. They get an 81. They don't get that scoring chance. And 2 more minutes off the clock here, coming down to about 3 minutes and change in the second period. 79, that's not good enough for a Philadelphia chance. So we check for time. 2 minutes off the clock. We're in the final minute or so of action. 96, now Philadelphia gets a chance. Late in the period, trying to get on the board here in front of the hometown crowd. 9, it's going to be 9, N. What's N? Help me find N. Dornhofer. All right, Gary Dornhofer is going to get the chance. Where's he going to shoot from? Oh, he's from the slot. Dornhofer right in on Dryden. Dornhofer scores. Gary Dornhofer gets the Flyers on the board with a late goal here in the second period, and it's going to be 2-1. So Dornhofer with the goal. We're checking for the assist right now, and so far nobody. And the left D. So I think that was Dupont, actually, Moose Dupont. I think that was second line D. I could be wrong, but again, I'm not keeping stats, so it's not that big of a deal. So we're going to give it to, it was Dornhofer with the goal from Dupont late in the period. Even strength goal, that coming at 18:55, and it's now 2-1. So we check for time here, and no time off the clock. We're going to get a couple more flips of the card here. 25, not a chance for either team. And 3 minutes off the clock, and that will end the period. So the Flyers got a late one, and it's now 2-1 going to the third. Let's check our box score. And you can see in the first period, 2 goals by the Canadians, Risebrough and LaRouche. And the visitors were off and running. But in the second period, they held the Canadians to 0 goals. Kindrachuk scoring that late one there. Kindrachuk with a penalty. Dornhofer with the goal late in the period. So let's go to the third period now here, with the Flyers trailing 2-1. They're trailing 2-0 in the series. So we roll for time. 3 minutes off the clock here to kick things off. And it's going to be 65. That's not a chance for either team. 3 minutes off the clock. This is helping Montreal. This extra time off the clock at 36. That is nobody. And another 3 minutes off the clock. Wow, that's almost a whole half a period here with nothing happening. The Flyers need to step up their game, and they get it. 0-0. That'll be a scoring chance for the Flyers. It's going to be B. It's going to be Rick McLeish using his speed coming down the wing. McLeish from the faceoff circle. McLeish save and a rebound, so we got a 4 here on the rebound. Dryden on the rebound, and he stops it. McLeish gets his own rebound, and he is stopped by Dryden, and the game remains 2-1 for the Canadians. We got a face-off now. We got 3 minutes off the clock. 3 off the clock. Here we go. 26. Oh, not a chance for Montreal. They just missed it. Another minute off the clock. 7 minutes and change left here at the Spectrum. 81. Oh, Flyers just missed it. They needed an 84 or better. They didn't get it. 4 minutes off the clock. Oh, that's a huge chunk of change. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 3 minutes and change to go here in the third. A 1. Oh, it's going to be a chance for the Canadians. They're looking for the Geico Insurance goal. And it's going to be F. F with a scoring chance. Pierre Mondu. Can Mondu put him up by 2? Mondu from the slot. Mondu moving in. Mondu scores. Pierre Mondu has put the Canadians up 3-1 here late in the third period. So Mondu with defense 2. So Mondu's his own left wing, so there's no assist. We check again, and a 6. And no, it's just Mondu all by himself. A great individual effort by Pierre Mondu. Oh, come on, right there. Click here if unassisted. There we go. I'm having trouble with that tonight. Even strength goal at 16:55, and it's now 3-1. And boy, it's going to be tough here for the Flyers now. So we look at the card here, 2 minutes off the clock. Philadelphia needs to get 2 quick scoring chances. No, they just missed. So the Flyers are going to take the goalie out here, down 3-1. So we're going to take this off the clock here. I'm going to do 2 pulls. And that's a score. So the Flyers get 1 back here, and we'll still get 2 more flips of the card. So the Flyers get 1 here with a goaltender out, and that's going to be F. And again, that's kind of a house rule that I use. I use 2 flips for every minute when the goaltender's out. That's just what I do. I find it adds some drama to the game, and I like it, so I use it. So I get Daly on the goal, the defenseman, out there with the third line. Wow, that's crazy. So Daly from Selesky and Bladen. So the Flyer goal is by Daly from the point, set up by Bladen and Don Selesky. And that goal comes even strength goal with a goaltender out, but there's really no. So 1923. So it's 3-2 now. So we get 2 more flips of the card. I'm looking in the 6th column over here. A dash is nothing. A goal is a goal for the Flyers, and an empty net, it would be an empty net goal for the Canadians. Again, on an empty net goal, that would end the game. That's another house rule of mine. So we flip it here. We're in the final minute of play. 46 seconds left. We check for the first one here. Nothing. Here's the final flip of the game. Can the Canadians hang on? The final roll. Time will run out on the Flyers. A good comeback here at the end, even with my own homebrew rules here. But they will fall short. So in Game 3, Montreal takes this one. It's a little closer this time. It is 3-2 here in Game 3. So let's wrap things up. The final score is 3-2. And we'll just kind of do this here just to kind of get that out of the way. Let's check the box score and see how that went. So, again, 2 goals by the Canadians in the first period. Risebrough and LaRouche, they were up 2-0. In the second period, Dornhofer scored for the Flyers. It was 2-1, but it was Pierre Mondeau at the 16:55 mark in that third period that really pushed them over the edge. That was the insurance goal. They would need that insurance goal as Daly tallied late for the Flyers, but it was too little, too late. And so Montreal has a commanding 3-0 series lead over the Flyers as we go to Game 4. So let's exit this, and we're going to go right back here to Game 4. We're going to play these 2 teams again. And this is now Game 4. So let's turn off the sound. The sound is kind of annoying in some of these games. So we're going to check my goaltenders. It's going to be Dryden and Perrant again. We're going to keep going back to Bernie here. He is the man of the hour. He's trying to keep the Flyers in it. So let's check the numbers here. And again, I have my little chart here off to the side to give you my scoring numbers here. So the Canadians will be C. The 4 is going to be C. And Perrant will be a B. So that's a good roll for Perrant. Perrant will be, he'll still be a B. So it's a C on B. So it's going to be a 1-17 this time. So instead of 1-19, it's going to be 1-17. And this will be 1-32. So that's how the Canadians will get their numbers here. As we'll ignore the error. Thank you very much, Excel. And for the Flyers, they will be a 2. Ooh, they'll be still a C. And Dryden will be a B because he's a 4. So that's a B. So it's going to be C on B this time. So what is C on B? C on B will be 84. So that remains the same. So that hasn't changed. So the Canadians a little bit less of a scoring chance in this one. The Flyers will remain the same. So this is a much more even game if you think about it compared to the last one. So Game 4, backs against the wall for the Philadelphia Flyers. Here we go. Shootout hockey. Let's roll for time as Game 4 kicks off here from the Spectrum. 2 minutes off the clock. Check for a scoring chance. 30. That is a chance for neither team, so we'll play on. Another minute off the clock here in Philadelphia. A 55. This could be a penalty on the home team, and it probably will be. A 70s Flyers team with a possible penalty? No. Ross Lonsbury will get this penalty here. So we're going to go to Ross Lonsbury, and he's going to get this one here. He's going to get a hooking call. It'll be 2 minutes. And the Canadians will go on the man advantage here. So 1 minute comes off the clock, and we flip for the power play. Now Montreal gets the 1-32 on the scoring chance because they're on the man advantage. So let's roll the first minute of the power play. And it's the 32. They get it. Son of a gun right at the end of the range. So that will be a scoring chance on the power play. Power plays are pretty deadly in this game. Not going to lie. P. So it's going to be Mario Tremblay. So the 4th line is out there on the power play here in Game 4. So Mario Tremblay is going to get a scoring chance on the power play. Tremblay from the slot. This is usually money in the bank, and Tremblay scores. A power play goal for Montreal, and they take a lead here just like they did in Game 3. It's 1-0. So Tremblay out there with the second defensive unit. So it's going to be Tremblay from anybody else here? No, just Tremblay unassisted on the power play goal. So Mario Tremblay unassisted. That's going to be a power play goal here for Montreal, and they'll lead this one 1-0. So let's roll the clock here. It's going to be another minute off the clock. So time ticking slowly in this game. That might be the advantage the Flyers need. 78. Ooh, no, they needed 84. They didn't get it, and so we'll play on. 3 minutes off the clock. And a 49. This could be some major penalties coming up. Let's check this one right here. A W Do I have a W? Yes. So Gainey is going to get 4 minutes, but let's check the Flyers. We have to double check Philadelphia here. And a Z3. And they do not have a Z3. Wowzers. Okay, so Montreal, Gainey is getting 4 minutes. And it's going to be a 4-minute power play. So where's Gainey here? He's going to get, what are we going to give him here? He's going to get a roughing call, and that's a 4-minute minor. So the Flyers will get 4 minutes of power play time here to try to tie this one up. All right. So there's the first minute. And here we go. And a 31. It's not a chance for either team. Here's the second minute. And it's an 84. They will get a chance. So the Flyers will get a scoring chance here on the first minor on the power play. And that's Dornhofer again. So Dornhofer on the power play. Dornhofer from the slot. Dornhofer moves in. Dornhofer scores, and the game is tied. Gary Dornhofer has scored for the Flyers on the power play, and it's 1-1. So it's Dornhofer from Bridgman. And anyone else here? Oh, that's it. Dornhofer from Bridgman on the power play goal. And they'll remain on the power play, by the way. So Dornhofer from Mel Bridgman. This is a power play goal. And so now that was on the second pull. So, yeah, it was a bad penalty. You don't get those too often, but they do happen once in a while, which is kind of fun. Okay, so there's still a Flyer power play because that was on the second pull, so that was in the second minute out of the 4. So Gainey's still in the box, so the Flyers have a chance on the man advantage again. All right, so here's the first minute of the second minor penalty, if you follow any of that, and a 48. Oh, this could be another penalty on Montreal. So let's check it here. Yes. So Guy Lafleur will get the penalty here. So Lafleur will pick up a penalty, and now it's going to be a 2-man advantage for 30 seconds. So Montreal not doing well. It's going to be a holding call on Lafleur. And so now we get a 2-man advantage. So that 69 to 100 actually bumps up a little bit more. I think what I do is I add 7 to that. So it'll be right around like a 62 is what I do for a 2-man advantage. Again, there's different rules for 2-man advantages here, and I like to use, instead of adding 15, I'll add 7. I don't want to add another 15 onto that, so I'll add 7. All right, so this is the last half of the Gainey penalty in the first 30 seconds of the Lafleur penalty. So what do we got here? 36, that is neither one. So now it's back to a single-man advantage here for the Flyers. They did get one power play goal, but it's a glorious chance here to get a second one. And we roll again at 62. No, they would have got it. If it was a 2-man advantage, I would have given it to them. But no, they didn't get it because it's back to a 69, and that ends all the power play. So if I did that correctly, Gainey's already out of the box, and now Lafleur's out of the box, and we go back. Yeah, the ref. It's not the referee. It's really not the referee. I'm a referee. I never blame the refs too often. All right, so now we're back to even strength here. Montreal's going to get a chance. So after all those penalties, the Canadians will get a scoring chance. It's going to be R, said the Pirates. Savard from the point. Serge Savard with it now. Savard from the blue line. His long-distance shot turned aside by Perrant. And we'll play on. 2 minutes off the clock here. 2 minutes and change to go here in the period. 78, that's not a chance for either team. And we got another minute off the clock. And it's going to be a chance for Montreal again late in the period. Can the Canadians take the lead? It's going to be Steve Shutt. Shutt. Can he shut the door from the face-off circle? Shutt shoots this one on Perrant. And he's turned aside by Bernie Perrant late in the period. And that will end the first period. So the score after one, Canadians won and the Flyers won. The Flyers need this one to stay alive in the series. And you can see the goals, Mario Tremblay on the power play and Gary Dornhofer on the power play as well. So let's start the second period here from the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Montreal looking for the 4-game sweep here in Game 4, and they will advance to the finals and probably take on the Islanders, who have a 3-1 lead over Boston as they head back to Boston for Game 5. So we get 2 minutes off the clock here to begin the second period. The number is 56. That could be a penalty on the Flyers. I would say could be. It's going to be. Joey Watson's going to get this penalty here. And we'll put him in the box. And again, if you were playing the actual game, there's more penalties than that. that would be handed out. But since I'm just getting a final score, I just got to put somebody in the box. But if you were playing the actual game, there would be more penalties on the play, and they would be for statistical purposes, and I've gone over that in some of my other videos. But just in case you're watching here, yes, I'm just selecting one minor penalty instead of what would be maybe 3 or 4 minor penalties, because I'm not keeping stats for that today. So just to clarify that. All right, so we got a foul play here for the Canadians. So let's go. It's going to be 54. No, another possible penalty on the Flyers, though. Uh-oh. And a W, and yeah, Tom Bladen's going to get a call. So now it's going to be another 2-man advantage for the Canadians. Bladen's going to get a high stick on the play, and Montreal's got a 2-man advantage now. So each team's had a 2-man advantage in this game. So here we go. So another minute off the clock. It's going to be a 30-second 2-man advantage for the Canadians. And an 86. No, it's going to be a shorthanded chance for the Flyers. Oh, boy, shorthanded chance. Who's it going to be? It's going to be F. Down by 2 men. Bob Daly, the defenseman, rushes up out of nowhere, and he takes a long shot. And, Dryden's going to try to make a save. A 5-9. Daly's long shot. It's stopped by Dryden with a 7. Holy schmoly there. The defenseman, Bob Daly, with only 3 skaters, found himself with a puck, and he almost put the Flyers ahead. So now it's back to a 1-man advantage, and we'll flip the final minute of that penalty there. So Canadians still on a power play, and 80 is going to be, nope, that's it, and the Flyers kill the man advantage. All the penalties are done now. 3 minutes off the clock here in a 1-1 game 4. And, this is too many penalties on the home team, so what I do with this is now I start rolling dice. So I'm looking at the red dice here on the right side. If that's a 1 or a 6, I will honor the penalty check. If not, we play on. And it's a 6, so I have to honor the penalty check. That's just kind of a homebrew rule that I do. Once I get a lot of penalties, I like to buckle down a little bit and then go to possible penalties. And it's going to be a Y, so it's going to be, or Z. How about R.J. Kelly? How about Battleship Bob Kelly? So Kelly's going to go to the box for Philadelphia. So they're going out in style. They're going out the Philadelphia way. And what are we going to give him? We're going to give him an interference call. So the Canadians, looks like they're playing at home with all these power plays here. And now Montreal will go back on the man advantage. So we're going to take a minute off the clock. And we're going to roll. And it's going to be a power play chance for the Canadians. So a chance for them to take the lead here on the man advantage. H is Yvon Lambert. Lambert on the power play. From the slot, Lambert moving in. Lambert tips this one home. He scores. Power play goal for Montreal, and they go up 2-1. And the Philadelphia faithful are letting the referees know what they think of them here at the Spectrum tonight. So Lambert out there with defense 2. R5. Don't have anybody. Anybody else here want to get an assist? Yeah. So Lambert and LaRouche, I think it was. So I think I said Yvon Lambert. Again, it kind of doesn't matter tonight because I'm just getting a final score. That is a power play goal, by the way. And so the penalty to Bob Kelly, could that be the goal? Pass it, Bobby, right? Where's Soupy when you need him on this one here? And so the Canadians now lead 2-1. So is it a power play goal going to send the Canadians to the finals? We shall find out. So let's roll for time. 3 minutes off the clock. And we check for a scoring chance. Penalty B this time. We had one of those earlier. 2-2 for fighting. So I don't have a 2 over here, so we're going to ignore the fight. We're going to say there was no fight, just some pushing and shoving. No penalties handed out, and we shall play on. 3 minutes off the clock. So this time is ticking away on Philadelphia here. A 70. That's a chance for neither team. 3 minutes off the clock again. Boy, Canadians doing a good job of killing this clock. A 65. That's nothing either. And 2 minutes off the clock. So we're down on the final roll of the period here. And an 85 is a chance for the Flyers. They could tie it up here with under a minute to play. It's going to be Fontaine. That's going to be Bladen. Tommy Bladen. Tommy Bladen takes the shot from the face-off circle. He moves in from the point. Tees this one off on Dryden. Dryden's going to try to make the save. It's a 5-9. Can Dryden make the save? Yes, he does with a 7. That's the second time Dryden's been tested, and he's stopped them both. And we'll flip the card here with 2 minutes, and that'll end the period. So Montreal clinging to a 2-1 lead here in the third period, trying to sweep the Flyers and move on to the finals. Again, Lambert, the only goal. All the goals in this game have been power play goals, and that's where we stand, 2-1. So let's roll. I already hit this by mistake, so 2 minutes off the clock, so 1-2. So now we're down to 18, so let's flip for a scoring chance. Penalty on the home team. Again, I'm going to look at the red dice, a 1 or a 6, and it's a 2. So no, we're going to ignore the penalty here, and we're going to play on. 73 minutes off the clock. 1, 2, 3. Now it's 63. That's a chance for neither team. Philadelphia. They need a goal. 2 minutes off the clock. Flyers need a goal to tie this one up. And it's going to be a chance for the Canadians, though, on the 2. And a W. Ray-Jean Houle's going to get it. Ray-Jean Houle from the face-off circle on a 2-on-1 break. Shoots this one. Turned aside by Perron, and that might have saved the series, at least for right now. And as you hear the plane going overhead, I was like, what's that noise? I got a plane going overhead. Got the window open again tonight. All right, 3 minutes off the clock. Down halfway to go, halfway through the period. Penalty B. Uh-oh, let's check the penalty B. Y2. Do I have a Y2 over here? I do not have a Y2. Uh-oh, for the Flyers, though. We got a fighting major here, but there's no 1 on the Canadians. So, again, more pushing and shoving. Flyers looking to goat somebody into a fight, and they didn't get it, so we play on. So we're halfway through the third period. Canadians clinging to that 2-1 lead. 2 minutes off the clock here in Philadelphia. A 70. No, it's not a chance for either team. 2 minutes off the clock. And it's going to be an 11. Uh-oh, chance for Montreal. They could put the series away. They're setting it up in the Philadelphia zone. They're working around. It's in deep now. It's going to be, it's going to be Bob Gainey with it now. At the side of the net. Gainey steps out to the face-off circle. Gainey shoots this one. Gainey gets it on net. Perron needs a 5 to a 9 to make the save. Gainey stopped by Perron. Holy cow, Bernie Perron again with a 10-bell save, and he's keeping the Flyers in it for just a little bit longer, but they need a goal as Steeler fan shows up here for Game 4, just in time to see the Canadians maybe sweep the Flyers and advance to the finals. So let's set this up here. Now, I don't know what conference that would be in, because I'm just doing 1 to 16, so I don't even know if they had conferences back then, so I don't know if this is East-West or Wales or whatever, but I just kind of went 1 to 16, which I think is the best way to do the playoffs, by the way. All right, so now we got a face-off, and it's going to be 2 minutes off the clock. 4 minutes and change to go here for the Flyers. Desperation time. They're going all out, but that cost them because it's going to be a scoring chance for Montreal. Here it is. It's LaRouche. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. LaRouche moving into the slot. LaRouche moving in. LaRouche scores. So the Flyers sold out. They were pinching in deep, looking for that goal. And LaRouche took off down the ice, and he scores on Perron, and it's now a 3-1 game. Let's see if there's any assists on that goal. Yeah, LaRouche, Lambert, and Cormier will all chip in on that one. So Pierre LaRouche with the goal. Lambert and Cormier will get the assists here, and that could be the jacket grabber, as John Weideman used to say for the Worcester Ice Cats when he broadcasted the games on the radio. Love John Weideman. I think he's still doing games. Isn't he like in Chicago right now? Love John Weideman. I got his autograph over here somewhere. Only Bruce would know that, though. All right, so it's 3-1 now. Flyers going to have to look to get the goalie out if they can. 2 minutes off the clock. Time ticking away here in Philadelphia. Oh, it's going to be another scoring chance for the Canadians on the 1. And to put the series away, it's Guy Lapointe. Guy Lapointe moving in to the slot. The defenseman moving in on Perron. Lapointe saved by Perron and the rebound. Rebound of a 4. Rebound is a score. And it's 4-1, and the Canadians are celebrating on the bench. Let's see who got the goal here. It was Steve Shutt on the rebound of the Lafleur shot. So we're just going to call it Shutt from, that was the Lapointe shot. Steve Shutt from Guy Lapointe. Even strength goal here late in this contest, and it's 4-1. And yeah, break out the brooms. The Canadians will be advancing to the Stanley Cup Finals. Now we flip here, and that will do it. That will be our final score. So Montreal, by the virtue of a 4-game sweep including this one here tonight, a easy 4-1 win in Philadelphia, and the handshake line at center ice. Fun series here. Well, if you're a Canadiens fan, I guess. but anyway, so that is that. So Dryden getting the job done for the Canadiens. I kind of figured that there. The Canadiens are just, they want it in real life here, so we're going to just see them go into the finals. I think they're going to be playing the Islanders, but like I say, the Bruins got to win 3 in a row. But the Bruins were the 2 seed that season, so if they can get it done against the Islanders, the Bruins will go face the Canadiens as they did in real life. So now as you can see, maybe that was karma. I removed the Flyers pennant the other day, so maybe that was a little bit of karma on my part, removing the Flyers pennant. Who knows? But anyway, so that is that. A couple quick games to shoot out tonight. So that series has been decided. I'll post that up on the Digital to Dice Facebook group. If you're not part of that, jump over there and check it out. We post a lot of the results there. We talk about some of the things happening. Oh, and in case you missed it, Saturday night we had the chat with Al, and we decided that we are going to do community match game. Remember the old match game? You remember that? So we're going to be playing match game, but with sports and sports sims questions. And you, in the chat room, will be the contestants. You will be the one answering the questions to see if you can get to the... Well, it wouldn't be the Showcase Showdown, but I don't know what the final thing was in match game there. But that should be a good time. We kind of did a little practicing there the other day, and it worked out well. So be looking for that. We'll be announcing that on all of our channels. And I'm not sure. We're going to rotate it around. So we'll have some on my channel and some on Al's channel and some on a couple other channels. So keep that in mind that we're going to be doing a match game for the community, probably coming up on a Saturday night. I don't know about this Saturday night, but coming as Saturday night to you soon. And it should be a lot of fun. And they started the conference finals in 74, and they were still 1-12 in 78. I think they were it's 1-16, but they had an opening round of best of 3 with the bottom 8 of that group. And then they went into the final 8. And I like that. I do. I like the fact that, the 4 division heads got a bye. So you're right. So it was 12, but the bottom 8 played out, and then it turned into the final 8, and then it continued on from there. Ron kissed the banner with the win. Yes, Ron is rolling around in the banner right now. I don't even want to go to Vermont and check on him right now because I'm just a little too concerned with what he might be doing with those banners because he gets all excited at these things. He really does. He doesn't look like an excitable guy, but deep down, he really is. No, Ron is not going to lose to the banner again. He's not going to lose 2 out of 3 falls to the banner. No, that's not going to happen. So anyway, but be looking for that. The match game coming up. I don't think it will be this Saturday. So I'm thinking the next Saturday because we need time to planning out and advertise it in a whole bit. But it will be coming up soon, and we'll have a lot of fun. But anyway, so the Canadiens advance to the Stanley Cup Finals here in my 77-78 replay along with Al and Ron. And look for Al, Red Sox fan, to be doing Game 5 of the Bruins series on his channel. Can the Bruins extend it to a Game 6, or will the Islanders punch their ticket to the finals and meet the Canadiens? So, hey, I'm Dave. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in on a hot day here from Studio B.